roof is finally watertight. Should have worn my sunglasses. It's extremely sunny and warm today. This is the house we're leaving. Heading for Sicily. Another project. I'm running out of time. These are my bedroom. Morning, so the roof's almost done. Like 3 mil of cement, sand cement put down. Plastic mesh is put over the top of that, and then more cement on top, about 2 mil, and then it's painted with this Protex gum. 2 or 3 coats of that, and that's the waterproofing of the terrace and the roof done. Hopefully no more water through. The initial set of tiles have been laid. We've still got to strap it in, and if you look in the side there, that's all going to be filled. I'll put some blocks in there and then cement it in place, and that make it quite airtight. Looking from the inside, we have tested it. We've run some water from the top down, and no leaks. So the old way is still the best way, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So they've sealed all the wall now. I'm up on the terrace. We need to paint it yet, but yeah, that's come up really well. So hopefully, if we get another downpour like we had the other day, or water still leaked into the house from the terrace, that's it now. It's got nowhere to go. They've done a really good job. Only took them 4 days. Labour and materials was well, it was in budget to about 2,000, but we were hoping to get away with it, so we didn't have to do it until next year, because we had some other priorities in the house. But I'm glad this is done. We had to have the roof, the terrace, watertight. But that's coming up really well. I have to put some tiles down on the top. I have to paint everything. The asbestos chimney needs to go. I'm going to relocate it somewhere else in the garden and put a barbecue over the top and underneath it. And we have some water coming into the house from this corner here somewhere. There's a slow drip. It could have been coming in from here, which they've now repaired. I have to wait for another downpour and see. But it wouldn't hurt to get down there and just clear everything up and make sure the tiles are laid properly. My friend Gary's coming back out soon, in several weeks. So it's probably a project we can do together. Yeah, and we've got to finish up there. But it's coming along. So onwards and upwards. I'm up on the terrace again. Now I'm gonna just put initial watered down paint down, exterior paint, just to further waterproof the work that they've done on the terrace. I'm not too worried about the colour at the moment. It's just a 50-50 mix of the first coat, and then I'll buy some exterior white and go over it all again a couple of times, so it'll have 3 or 4 layers. So don't worry about the colour too much. That's as far as I've got. I'm just going to carry on around. Hopefully there's just going to be enough. So it's just a 50-50 mix, 50% water, 50% paint. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's just to put an initial seal on the cement and concrete mix before I actually start painting it, so it bonds to the wall. Desperate to get this watertight. It's a nice warm sunny day today. Don't matter, it doesn't matter if I get it splashed on the floor, or the floor is going to be tiled at some point. I'll probably have another layer of that plastic membrane paint put on it first. I've put 2 on initially, 2 coats on. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to go with another 2 coats, I think, before it gets tiled, and that should last a couple of decades then. Despite it being a 50-50 water mix, I appreciate this is going to be soaking into the wall, because it's a first coat. The water's just going to, or anything, paint or anything you put on it, moisture's just going to soak straight into it, which is why the paint's drying so fast. So you can appreciate what it'd be like when it rains. So it's kind of important that we get this paint on, just to seal all the tiny porous holes in the cement. So the water should just run off when it rains, and this is dry, which is about 3 or 4 minutes after I put it on. don't think I've got enough to finish the entire terrace, but I've done all the tops. Won't know if this all works until it rains. Given the big storms we've had in the US, we did have a pretty big one here last week, hence the floods, and me having to get the builders out to do this final bit of work on the roof, on the terrace. And we live right by the coast, right by the Med. You can actually see it when you're on the top of the roof. The sea, that is. So it won't be long before we get a blowover storm, and then I can see if the water comes in. See if this investment has been worth it. I have to move quickly because it's so warm. The wall is so dry and warm that it's almost dry as soon as it leaves the roller, despite it being a 50-50 mix. As I say, not pretty, but it doesn't matter because this is just an undercoat, the base coat, just to seal the cement sand mix, make it a bit more waterproof. See how quickly it soaks in. Our first proper rainstorm. Time to have a walk around the house. See if we got any leaks. Garden's getting a good soaking. guttering seems to be holding up. So an initial downpour and a walk around the house, it looks like that prevention we did on the terrace, a bit of painting I did afterwards, contributed, I'm sure, I hope. But the house is looking pretty watertight. We'll see. I think it's supposed to be raining for most of the day, so I'll check a bit later. I'm in the grand entranceway, the hall, the stairway's coming up, and there's some water coming through there, running down the wall. Pooling just there. So that's either the tiles up the top there, over that roof, or the guttering. So move the scaffolding over to offer some protection. Put these boards down. This is the kitchen. Kitchen's here and the lounge is here. So channeled out, this would be for the wastewater that comes out of the air conditioning unit that's in the lounge and the kitchen area, and that will be going straight into this drain pipe really. That flows down. So almost there. Up on the terrace, you can see the work's been finished here, all the way along. That's where the stills had blown from rusting, expanded and then pushed the concrete out around them. So that's all been channeled out and filled in now.